Hello, JJ Jerez and Jesse Montano here in Ball Arena after that one. 2-1 loss to Montreal Canadiens. Of course, the Avalanche score in the first minute of the game and then didn't score the rest of the night, Jesse.
The most exciting thing that happened was Nathan MacKinnon pushed the home point streak to 35 within the first minute of the game. And then that was pretty much it, man. Like, that was literally it. Like, Montreal scored a couple goals. This was an absolute snoozer of a game. Everybody I talked to during the game, after the game, was like, yeah, that was horrible. That was just terrible. Sleepwalking, both teams, really. Like, it's not like the Avs got, run out of the building or anything. Jared Bednar said after the game, the first half of the game, really wasn't that bad. But it was just slow, boring, nothing happening. You and I stood down there this morning and said, don't fall into the trap. Not necessarily they fell into the trap, but this just turned into the exact nothing game that you and I feared it might.
Yeah, exactly. A good night from Montembeault, their goalie. He had a lot of good saves, but at the same time, I don't feel like the Avalanche fully made it dangerous for him. I think some occasions they did, but I don't think we quite saw the offense that we alluded to this morning that has been so potent and has really helped the Avalanche kind of cover up some mistakes here and there, right? Because we heard a lot from the players lately that after a win, there's a couple things they'd like to clean up. Of course, after a loss, they mentioned a lot of lessons tonight. But, the offense just simply didn't seem to be buzzing the way we're used to seeing it.
Nothing was. Nothing was clicking. Nothing felt sharp. To your point, nothing felt ultra-threatening or dangerous in the offensive zone. This really was, as much of a, we'll get to the end of the season and it'll be like, oh, yeah, some that Montreal game. Be like, what? This is the most forgettable game that we've had, at least in 2024, if not for this entire season. Like you said, Cale Makar, he used that phrase after the game. There's lessons to learn out of this one. It almost kind of, sounded like he was saying, oh, we weren't quite ready for it. So that was what, I followed up with the question saying, were you guys not quite prepared for this? And he was very quick to be like, no, we're prepared for every game, but our details weren't sharp. We weren't dialed in. We struggled to kind of dig in when the game got tough. To me, I think I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing given the time of year, day of the week, the streak that they've been coming off of. You expect a bit of a letdown of a game, where you just take your foot off the gas ever so slightly. I thought that was kind of what happened here tonight. Give credit to Montreal. They skated really hard. They worked really hard. And it just wasn't the Avs night. They just seemed to have a hard time finding it. Honestly, maybe my last thing on the game here tonight, Josh Manson in the playoffs 2 years ago, the Avs really struggled in, I believe it was game 2 of the second round against the Blues. And he talked to us the next day and he said, sometimes you get up and you go out to go for a run, and sometimes it's a 5-minute mile. Sometimes it's a 10-minute mile because you just don't have it in your legs and there's nothing you can do to kind of get it going. That was what looked like to me what was happening out here tonight. There's no legs for the Avs, and when you have a night like that, sometimes you just can't get yourself going. Thankfully, it was a Tuesday night game at the end of the regular season against Montreal Canadiens. You would like 2 points, but it's all right.
We talked this morning about Montreal's stubbornness and their, difficulty in playing against them. I think we definitely saw that tonight, but you're not going to win them all, right? I mean, this was only the third home loss of 2024, so I think you could take it, move on. As long as the rest of the home stands strong, you're still looking good. Justus Annunen, speaking of looking good, I thought played quite a good game overall. I think those first goals were a little bit shaky, especially that first one. Kind of raised your hands up and said, what was going on that one? But overall, I think he had a good night.
Gave his team a chance to win. That's all you and I ever say that the Avs are looking for out of their number one goaltender. Keep us in the game. Give us a chance. I thought he did that, and to the point that you made earlier, just really wasn't there for the offense. The only other thing on losing this game, it does now put some added importance on what will absolutely be the 2 toughest games of the homestand, the league-leading New York Rangers and the Nashville Predators, who have had points in 18 consecutive games, a crazy comeback again tonight. You got 2 tough games. You now need to win at least one of those. You can't come out of this homestand, on the wrong side of 500. So that's the only part about tonight that you leave open as it's not a complete write-off. They beat New York or Nashville here, over these next couple days, and truly this one is for me, drag into the bin, empty trash. For the Avs, there are some lessons to take out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, having some good teams come into the building might be a good thing, right? Maybe give a little bit more jump, a little bit more excitement. But that's definitely something that was lacking here tonight. Of course, as Jesse already said, New York Rangers are up next. We'll see you guys on Thursday here As always, Guerrilla Sports will be with you every step of the way. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. For Jesse, I'm JJ. We'll see you later.